Hey, Cameron, how are you doing? Thank you for calling in today.
Yeah, no problem. How's it going?
It's going great here with Father Richard, and
Good to see you.
it's great to see you again. And so, what did you want to talk about today?
I just wanted to talk about avoiding temptation in college. So I'm
Hmm.
going to tell you a little story about what's been going on with me.
Okay.
Uh, like I said, I'm going into my third year in college. I'm going to be a junior, and as college has progressed, people have gotten more and more into addiction. Friends of
Oh,
mine,
wow.
people around me, just really bad influences at San Diego State. Um,
Right.
but me personally, my I've done a great job of avoiding temptation, and
Good for you.
I just see more and more. I just see more and more of my friends biting in and buying into it
Mm.
and losing track of their faith. So I guess my question is, from a priest standpoint, how did you avoid temptation in this stage of our life, and how should we avoid temptation?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's first of all, it's good to know that it's always going to be there, right? Temptation is not
Mm-hmm.
something you can completely avoid in life. It's part of the spiritual battle we're in, and
Mm-hmm.
actually, it's a great opportunity to grow if we use it correctly, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
think that in my case, once I remember being in college, and I was studying engineering, and my first year in college. Some friends had some bad conversations they wanted to talk about, and they wanted to push me to get into the bad conversation, and they knew I typically tried to I avoid those things, and at one point they were intentionally, this was not everybody's situation, it was me, right? They were intentionally trying to make me say bad things or do bad things, right? And what I remember is I had to
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't super devout. I was just, I went to Sunday Mass. I had faith and I tried to live out my faith. So what I remember doing is that I had to tell them, look, guys, I don't think I should do this, and I don't think I should be
Yeah.
talking about this, and kind of put my foot down. And I was they told me I was holier than thou and all that stuff, but they were also trying to set me up, So
Yeah.
in that particular situation, the response was, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do this, and if you guys want to do it, fine, but I'm not in. Don't count me in,
Yeah.
and just say no.
Yeah, yeah. I think you know, being a good example and trying to um, show them that to have fun is not necessarily to go crazy and do things that hurt you, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I think if you are just yourself, you can show them, better. But you need, I think, also you need to have some virtues, and so if you never practice any virtues, then temptation is gonna come and
Right,
it's gonna run you over,
right.
right?
No muscles
Yeah.
to respond.
No
So,
muscles. Exactly.
hmm
Yeah, and I think
That's a
also
good point.
one thing you could have in mind is uh, your life gets stronger, your faith gets stronger altogether, right? So you can't
Hmm.
respond perfectly well to this temptation and never have prayer life, never have any virtue. So try to grow in every area, and you will be able to be a good light to them and be strong when you have to be strong. And then also when you see your friends going down the bad road, try to reach out without talking about these things first. Talk about other things
Okay.
and get close to them. Invite them out to, I don't know, to the beach, or if you're in San Diego, or to have a coffee or something, and talk about other things, and show them your sincere interest, and show them how you've noticed that they are changing for the worse, and kindly say, you know
Okay.
what, I've known you when you were last year or the previous year and so forth, and now you're kind of a different person, and I think it's because you've been doing this. And
Yeah.
sometimes one very important thing, I think, a good friend has to be ready to lose his friend because you're saying something that is good for them, right? Sometimes
Okay.
if you say the truth for their benefit, you might lose them. But you did what you had to do. Instead, not saying anything and see them go the wrong path, so as not to lose them as a friend. That would not be a good friend.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's my input here. I don't know if that helps.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. That's a good point that you just made there at the end. And I've just been kind of walking that line of, is it worth it? Like, is it worth it for me to be around this person?
Right.
Like, if they're so toxic and toxic to themselves and others, and so that's I'm gonna have to do a lot of praying.
Yeah, definitely. And
I'm gonna have to do a
don't
lot of
let that
praying.
toxicity drag you down too much. Be careful with that too.
No, no,
Very
definitely
good.
not.
All right, Cameron. Thank you for calling. It was great to have you. It's awesome to talk to you, and thank you for giving us your ideas and sharing your input.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys.
All
Take
righty.
care.
God bless you, Cameron. Take care.
Have a nice day.
You too. Bye bye.